Welcome back, you gorgeous weirdos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. So I've had a lot of requests to try the new low odor dip liquids from AzureBeauty. So we're going to do that today, but spoiler alert, pause the video, go in the description box, grab the link, go get these. I'm not kidding. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about low odor liquids, who needs them, what they are, all that jazz. But if you are a dip flu sufferer, if you do dip nails and you get congested or your eyes water or you start sneezing, you're sick for days afterwards, these are going to be your new best friend. I have never liked low odor dip liquids. They're just not good. I don't like them. I don't typically suffer from dip flu, by the way. That's not my thing, but I have tried a few other low odor dip liquids. These are so damn good. I am not paid to say this. I bought these with my own money, but this is what blew my mind. Okay, so I'm reading the instructions and it's pretty much the same stuff, but when I got over to this side of the page, I'm like, now this is interesting. It says that you apply the activator and then you let it dry for 60 seconds and then you can file. And I'm like, 60 seconds? We're going to figure all this out. So the instructions have all the details except for one, which is constantly left out, which is you need to apply activator before you do your dip top coat. So we're going to do that. I'm going to use these two colors from Sassy Mouth. They're from her new Halloween trio. I'll leave everything linked down below. But let's do the liquids. Let's get a little sniff test. These don't have a dip base coat odor. They actually smell kind of nice. I couldn't pinpoint what the scent was, but it's quite pleasant, not strong, not offensive at all. I have no nose issues, no eye issues. I have had like eye watering from dip liquids, but these not a drop. So we're going to start and I'm going to give you, I don't know, feedback. I'm going to give you all the information on viscosity. They are very, very thin. I like the brush, although the brush is a little bit stiff, but they have a medium dry time. They don't dry super slow like most low odor dip base coats do. The top coat did take a little bit longer to dry down completely, but I'm doing this just like I would my normal dip routine. That's just peel off base coat, mind your business. I do this just like my normal dip routine. I'm going to do the full dip on all of my nails and then dust off excess. And as you're going to see, I did not wait. I did not pause. I did not collect $200 from Pass and Go. I just dipped and then I dusted off excess and everything was dry and set and ready. So I had no issues there. Bonus point number one, it's got a decent dry time. I'm going to do an ombre with the glitter later on so you can see how this works with the glitters and how it works with an ombre, like if you're doing nail art or that kind of thing. But as mentioned, these have a very nice dry time, perfectly medium dry time, maybe medium to bordering on slow. I don't know. I didn't have any issues with them drying down before I dusted off excess. I even go in with a scrubby brush after I dip into clear later on, which is a testament again to the dry time of this. If it were a very slow setting dip base coat like I've used in the past, you'd have to sit there for 10 years before you scrub off your clear dip powder. But this, non-issue. Again, I'm not paid to say this. I was not sent these liquids. I bought them with my own money. This is a genuine first impression, genuine review, and I am literally obsessed. I think these might be my new go-to liquids because they're so good. Again, I don't usually suffer from dip flu, but they're just good. They're just good liquids. Like, who cares if they're low odor? Who cares if you don't need low odor? You need good liquids in your life. These are some good ones. So I'm going to finish up this first round of dip, and then we're going to get into the second coat. If you're new here and you've never seen my hands before, hi, hello, I'm Marlakris. I'm so glad you're here. I do nail content twice a week. Every week, long form, at least. I do shorts pretty frequently. Subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the Manny fam. You can give this video a thumbs up if you find that you enjoy it or it's helpful or you like it or you feel like being nice and doing something kind for someone else. Likes and comments really do help my channel to grow, and I super appreciate it. If you've never done dip powder nails before and you need a very beginner, broken down step-by-step dip 101 to follow while you're doing your own nails for the first time, I got you covered. I'll leave that up in the eye for you to check out. If you need a Facebook group full of incredible, empowering, amazing humans that do all the same stuff that we do, head on over to my Facebook group. Everything will be linked down below. Nothing is advertised, nothing is sold. It's just a group of nail weirdos doing weird nail things. I have everyone in that group, from newbies who have never done a manicure before to seasoned professional nail techs. I am not a nail tech. I've been doing my own nails for about 7 years-ish, 6 years on YouTube. So I'm not qualified to teach anything at all, but I have been using a lot of products for a very long time. So I feel like I have some power to speak on these things. maybe I don't, who knows. But those are my criteria for explaining the things that I'm explaining. Anyways, we're getting in with dip number 2. I totally spaced out while I was doing this manicure, focusing so much on the liquids that I forgot I wanted to do a glitter nail and an ombre nail. So you're just seeing me do a second coat of that black from Sassy Mouth Dip Powder. I will remember eventually and then go back in and do the glitter. So I'm going to finish up this second coat of dip, and then we're going to get in with the glitter accent nail and the glitter ombre. Okay, so we're back in real time. I didn't feel the need to keep my just basic dip in real time. Sorry, not sorry. I don't want this video to be like 800 years long. Anyways, I poured the glitter out into my little Chaos Gemerald. If you have questions about that or the hand rest that I'm using, they'll be linked down below from Chaos Concepts. Again, not affiliated, just a fan. So I'm going to go in with my dip base coat just like I was for the regular dip powder. And then I'm going to lay the nail into that glitter. I just find that doing a background color under your glitter makes the nail thinner, less bulky. You don't need to do 2 coats of glitter. It's my go-to method of doing glitter. Like, it just is what it is. This is what I like to do. If something else works for you, do something else. They're your nails, not my nails. I don't care how your nails look. As long as you're happy with your nails, that is all that matters. So as you can see, everything went very smoothly with that low odor base. I'm going to clean up around the cuticle, and then I'm going to press down my glitters. Now this was kind of also a little bit of a test. I wanted to see how goopy my finger was going to be after I pressed down the glitters. But there is no goop. There is no goop, which means the liquid is setting down rapidly, which is amazing. It is not taking 800 years to dry, and I'm so excited about it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up cleaning up the glitter nail, and then we're going to do an ombre. So you can do an ombre in a million different ways. I am simply going to do a tap ombre. I'm going to do half the nail in the glitter, half the nail with the black. I tend to do, I don't know, it makes sense in my own head. I'll do the side with the glitter closest to the glitter nail, so it kind of looks like the glitter nail is overflowing onto the other nail. I don't know if that makes any sense. That's just what I do. I have method to my madness. It makes sense to me. Anyways, I'm going to start again, same thing I was doing, apply my base coat the same way. Nothing is different. I'm using the same amount of dip base, same products, and I'm going to grab a couple of ombre brushes. These are the brushes I'm using. They come in the AzureBeauty dip kits. Every time I get an AzureBeauty dip kit, which I love with my whole entire heart, I save these brushes because they're so good for ombres. And I'm going to sprinkle over the glitter first. Usually I'll sprinkle over the black, but I don't know, I was feeling spicy today and wanted to do the glitter first. So I'm going to sprinkle over over the glitter, mostly on my skin and then kind of cascading onto the rest of the nail, they did go a little rogue. So I'm going to use my cuticle pusher just to nudge the glitters back into place where I want them. And then I'm going to sprinkle over the black. And again, this worked perfectly. I had enough time to get both colors on and situated the way I want them. And it wasn't super duper wet when I pressed down the glitters. So the dry time on this, I'm telling you, it's so good. So freaking good. I'm very, very happy with these. Have I mentioned that these are like my new favorite dip liquids? Don't sell them out, please, because I'd like to be able to buy them again. That'd be great. Please and thank you. So I'm going to clean up, and then we're going to get into clear cap. I'm going to speed through the clear, but I will come back when I start scrubbing off the clear, and we'll talk about it. So we got the clear on, and as you can see, the clear absorbed nicely, but it didn't absorb like crazy. You know how sometimes you'll dip into clear and it's like, where did the clear go? It just all looks wet. Not the case here. So I figured let's try the scrubby brush and just see what happens. And as you can see, 0 issues scrubbing off that clear. I'm super duper happy. And again, this is another mind blown moment. I'm going with the activator. It smells like activator. I don't know. It doesn't have like any kind of a different smell. And I'm going to apply a normal amount of activator. I saturate the entire nail, and then you're supposed to wait. So when I'm using the regular AzureBeauty liquids, which I use all the time, it usually takes 2, 3, maybe 4 minutes, depending, for the nails to fully harden and be ready to file. So then this happened. This was literally 30 seconds after I applied the activator. 30 seconds, I'm not playing. This activator activated like no other activator has activated before. I'm shook with this activator. So I'm going to go in and start my filing routine. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just going to clean up the cuticle area, get everything back in shape, buff everything over, and then we're going to talk about top coat. So I went ahead and I got everything done. I cleaned off my nails with a little bit of alcohol. You can get up and wash your hands if you want to. And now we're going to go back in with the activator. In my own experience, I find that top coat requires activator to dry. So that's what I'm going to do. It's not in the instructions, but I find that it's typically left out of the instructions Azure gives. So I'm just going to do it. YOLO, I suppose. So I'm going to activate. I'm going to wait maybe a minute. I don't even think I waited that long, probably 20, 30 seconds or so. And then I'm going to take a lint-free wipe and just wipe off any of that excess activator off the nail. The reason I do this is because activator hardens your dip base and top coat. I don't want the top coat brush to come into contact with excess activator because that's going to harden the brush like super fast. So get off the excess activator and then we're going to be ready for top coat. I applied my dip top coat the same exact way that I apply my regular Azure liquid dip top coat. I do 2 or 3 quick swipes across the nail, wipe off the brush before it goes back in the bottle, and then move on to the next nail. I waited about 5 seconds after I finished the 5th nail before going back to the first one and repeating that same exact process. And then we're going to talk about the dry time for the top coat. So I got all of the nails top coated and I have to sit and wait. Now with the regular Azure liquids, I usually wait about 2 minutes and they're completely dry, which is amazing. With the low odor top coat, I did find, per my timer, I needed to wait 4 minutes. God forbid we wait 4 minutes. You were going to wait longer waiting for regular nail polish to dry. Am I right? But here's what everything is looking like after the 4 minutes have elapsed. They are completely dry to the touch. They're making the clicky noise. I try to not use my fingers when I'm trying to see if nails are dry. Use something else. Use your brush. But these are completely dry and looking amazing. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend these. Go grab them. I hope this video answered some of your questions about these new liquids. Thank you guys so much for spending some of your day with me today. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you. Bye.